thing is, be specific with your goals and dates. It's nothing worse than just saying, I'm going to buy, but you don't have any kind of date in mind. So give yourself a date, give yourself a timeline. Are you going to buy in 3 months, in 6 months, in 1 year? What is the date going to be? Be specific, and if you write that down, you will stick to it. Second thing is just verbally say, I'm a homeowner. Believe it or not, if you go around saying that, if you can say it at least a couple times a day, you will believe that, and you will have to tell yourself that so that that will actually happen. I actually started doing some affirmations where I would write them on my mirror in my bathroom. That's something I see every day. And a lot of times when I'm speaking with clients, I will let them know if you are looking to buy a house, if you're looking to increase your credit scores, take a picture of that. What does that look like to you? Is it an 850? Is it a picture of a gorgeous house? Put it wherever, and I'm usually in the kitchen all the time, so usually put that on your refrigerator, put that in your bedroom, somewhere where you go all the time, but just constantly tell yourself, I am a homeowner. And you'll soon to see within a couple months or a year, you'll have that happen. The third thing is to review your credit. That's what you're going to have to do anyway on an annual basis. It's free, it costs you nothing, but it will cost you more if you do not. So please visit annualcreditreport.com. Take a look and see what activity is on there, and then you can start to move in that direction to fix or challenge any incorrect information. All right. The fourth thing you want to do is speak to a realtor or a loan officer, or both at the same time. And I say that because it's a team effort. If you're starting the journey of homeownership and you wanted to take a look at some options, you really need to pair yourself with a realtor and a loan officer so that they can start projecting some goals for you. So imagine you're working on your credit right now, but you have no idea how much house that you're able to qualify for. So if you're speaking with a realtor, they can give you some idea of where the houses may be, and the loan officer can certainly give you where your price point will be. So at least while you're working on your credit, then that could be the best time to start looking into talking to a loan officer as well, because they will give you some down payment assistance program to let you know exactly how much you qualify for, and it doesn't cost you a dime. And the last thing is to get up and just do it. Get up and do it. Stop talking about it all the time. If you want to do it, if you want to purchase a home, just get up and do it. Stop the procrastination and just go for it. All right, so the first tip, when you're getting together with your soon-to-be spouse, the first tip is don't write off your credit challenge spouse.
I agree. You're in it together, for better or worse. Till death do us part.
That's right, not death.
So,
debt and death.
What you and that person really, I agree, Lorie. What you and that person really need to do is sit down and talk about this well before you talk about getting married.
Right.
You know, what are your goals? What are their goals? And have a very, very honest and open line of communication about it.
So you wouldn't discount her?
I would never discount it. And,
okay.
and the shoe was on the other foot, I would hope that you wouldn't discount me.
Well, I know from a woman's standpoint, it's a little bit different sometimes, because when we get together, we're looking for the future, of course. We're looking for the future. And then we take a look to see, would that be a prospective husband, maybe, or just a prospective friend?
Can he provide?
Right, is he a good provider?
Absolutely.
So I think from the woman's standpoint, she may look at, hey, is the credit there? Not ask on the first date, you know, that's not something I'll ever ask on the first date, maybe second or third. But that's something you'll find out later as you're getting into, all right, are we thinking about merging our lives together? So just because that person may have some challenges with life, it doesn't matter. It could be things that happened in the past before you, way before you. You don't want to write off that person, because there could be some things that could be jointly addressed.
Well, from a man's perspective, let's just say the man has good credit, as we did in the skit.
Yes,
you know, a man doesn't want to be with the woman that's going to actually ruin his credit. He wants her to, he's the provider, he's going to be the provider, but he wants to know that she's responsible, not just with her credit, but with their credit.
Absolutely.
Because now they're married.
Okay.
You know? So.
Enough said about that one. That's good. All right. So, not on the first date you want to ask about credit, but maybe a little bit down the line you want to ask about that.
Not on the first date.
No. Second tip is figure out the root cause of the credit issue. Now, when we're merging lives together, we're talking about, all right, where were you before? It could have been a divorce. It could have been a life situation. It could have been employment. You got to figure out the root cause of why this person man or woman may have the credit challenges. In this case, it was me that had bad credit. It was the woman that had bad credit. But either way, it could be you, it could be myself, it could be just some situations happen prior to you that happened.
You're absolutely right, Lorie. You have to be honest with where you are with yourself. You have to start with you. I mean, it's important that whomever you're going to be with, but you have to look at yourself and say, what did I do to contribute this, and what can I do to get out of this? You know, whether it was a bad situation or whether it was something that you did on your own. Be honest about it. Don't bring that situation into a new marriage or a new relationship. No. Address that situation, obviously, with yourself first. Look at yourself honestly, and then bring it to the person that you hope to be with and plan to be with and build a future with.
I like that. Good deal. See, good thing we have him on here today. Third thing is discuss a plan of action. Discuss a plan, and that simply just means getting some things together. What are you going to do? Now that you know you have some challenges, what are we going to do now to fix it?
Absolutely. And as I say, the shoe could always be on the other foot. But it's now, we're a team here. We're combined. Our income's going to be combined.
That's right. See, we're a power team. See, it's nothing like those rings.
So you definitely have to not be afraid. Discuss what your plan is,
right.
What our plan is, where do we want to be in the next 6 months, in the next year. You know, and actually write that plan down.
Right. Do it together.
It's not
write
a plan
it down.
unless you write it down. And set goals. Set benchmarks.
He's been watching some Lorie TV segments. I like that. And the last thing is schedule regular money dates. Now, it's one thing to go out for restaurants, bowling, have a good time, but this is the important time. If you're going to be a team, whether you are married or you are buying assets together, you want to make sure that you are scheduling regular money dates. That just means getting together and talking about how we're going to pay this off, how we're going to pay something down. All of that needs to be communicated.
That's one of the best things I've ever heard someone say. It's not actually a money date where you go out and spend money. It's actually a date where we talk about how we're going to plan for our future and how we're going to spend our money.
Right.
And you're right. You have to set a time aside, whether it's a Friday, you have movie night, you have date night, whatever other nights. But it's very, very important to have a money night.
Money night.
And actually review your plan and see where you are with your plan.
Okay. I like it. I love it. I love it. I love it. First thing in order to start that beautiful, beautiful credit makeover is to, one, stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating, stop putting things off. I'm going to get to it one day, next week, 2 weeks from now. Why delay what you need to get done? For your sake, maybe for your family's sake, whatever your goals are, get busy. Just go for it right now. If it is some things we need to talk about as far as getting in front of what to do, that's why we're here today. Second thing, order your free credit report. Order your free credit report. Go to annualcreditreport.com. That is a free site. Anything free definitely is for me. So I wanted to share that with you. Order your free credit report. A lot of times we are discouraged and scared because we don't know what's on the other side of that report. But guess what? Other companies know it before you do. So before you order your insurance, before you get into that house, the car, or even getting a job, you want to know what is your score before they judge you based upon that. So order that and we can certainly get a good blueprint of what needs to be done. The third thing is highlight the crap. Yes, I said it. Highlight the crap. The crap on the credit report means what are those things keeping you up late at night? You know those things. The collections, are they bothering you? The calls, are they bothering you? All of those things, if it is life-happening events that have happened in the past, we want to make sure that those things are highlighted. So once you get a copy of the report, itemize them. Take your time and take a look and see what needs to be done. From small to the biggest accounts, that's how you can take a look at it. And number 4 is challenge the crap. Challenge it simply means if there are some things that need to be worked on by going through a process called credit restoration, that will be a great way to increase your scores in a short period of time. Now I'm giving you these simple tips because this is what I do every day. I work with United Credit Education Services, and that company does a phenomenal job of helping you challenge the incorrect information. So think about this. What if you had the ability to move your credit score up 100 points, 50 points, even 80 points from what it is right now? That's exactly what it does. So if you had to get some professional legal help behind you to help you, that's exactly what it does. So you wouldn't run away from a higher credit score. That's exactly what we do. So by challenging the incorrect data, what that's going to do is pull your credit report, create those dispute letters that are effective, and be presented to the credit bureau so the credit bureaus can verify the information. If the information cannot be verified within a 30-day window, legally they have to delete it. So we're working together to make sure, what are your goals? What are you trying to do? If it is about getting into a house, if it's about getting a new job, keeping your job, or just getting better options overall, like at the counter of a department store, you want to make sure you go through the credit restoration process, okay? And the last thing is to ask for help. The fifth thing is just to ask for help. Many times we get boxed into, what do I do? And you just don't do anything. That's what I'm here for. So I wanted to extend any services, any help that you may need as far as getting the credit restoration service done, because that is something certainly everyone should have a phenomenal score, all right? So all of those great tips can certainly help you get into a higher credit score, better options, and just a better lifestyle overall. That's basically what we're bringing you. All the best of the best, all right?
One and action. 3, 2, 1, and action.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay, go for it.
Bloopers, yeah.
I'm
Bloopers.
sorry, go for it.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Goodness gracious.
Do it again.
Yes, thank you.
You're having too much fun.
She's making bloopers for the end of the show.
Yeah.
I'm just recording everything, so we cut it off. So just do your stuff.
Okay.
Think about something depressing.
Okay. It's still funny.
That's not it. That's not it.
All right, you ready?
Ready? Yep.
All right.
3, 2, 1, and action.
Cut.
I'm like, what? It's like, are you serious?
I'm trying to ram it on your finger.
Okay, so now
I'm sorry.
yeah, we can get some facial expressions.